Well, May 1st is just 2 days away, and the month marks Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, a community that is falling victim to a concerning trend, a rise in anti-Asian hate. Joining us to tell us more about this is the manager of the Anti-Hate Action Center, Abbey Eusebio. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. And I know some of these statistics that we're talking about here the focus really started around 2020. And what are some of these incidents that we've been seeing? Some examples.
Yes, so since 2021, 339% has been the increase in anti-Asian hate incidents and crimes. And what we've been seeing here locally is a lot of hate incidents, but also hate crimes that have been reported. Really are only 8 of the 125 reported for last year in Chicago. So that's really a call to action to really support the efforts to try to empower the community to report hate crimes and hate incidents.
Yeah, and what are some of those incidents that, some examples of that?
Yes, so, last spring, there was a senior Asian American man who was attacked in Chinatown violently, and we've been working with him this past year to help him trying to navigate any of government resources, mental health support, and really trying to also empower the community who have come to us to report hate incidents specifically around discrimination at work, discrimination trying to get medical treatment, discrimination just even taking the train and walking the streets, being at a business. And we're lucky that we're going to be launching on Monday, May 1st, a CTA marketing campaign where people can actually report live on their phone by scanning a QR code on ads on the train and buses of any hate incidents that they experienced on the train or on the bus or even witnessed as well.
Yeah, I mean, because that's not an insignificant number, right? I mean, that's a huge increase. Why are we not hearing about it more?
It's something where I think the Asian American community feels that there's a lot of stigma around feeling like they're a victim. And what we're trying to do at the Anti-Hate Action Center at the Chinese American Service League is to really empower them to say that this is wrong, what you experienced, and it's okay to ask for help, and that you are not alone and you should not suffer in silence. And so at the Anti-Hate Action Center, we've been able to build an infrastructure around providing direct services to hate crime survivors, specifically mental health support through our mental health clinic, our behavioral health clinic specifically, legal consultations through our legal services department, and also helping them fill out the crime victims compensation through the Illinois Attorney General's office, or helping them fill out a Social Security disability application.
Yeah. And there are other things too that other people can do as well to help, right?
Yes, so we really encourage others to be also really effective bystanders. And the organization Right to Be has put together great curriculum around 5 Ds that they can implement when they are actually witnessing a hate crime or hate incident happening. And so we've been able to implement those 5 Ds in our workshops around prevention and making sure that people know that they can actually help someone at the moment so that they also don't feel that they're alone when they're actually being targeted by a perpetrator.
Yeah, and so there are ways, what's the best way for people to report these incidents, these crimes? Where can people do that?
So we encourage people to go to reporthatemidwest.org, and what we encourage people to do is also report anything they see anonymously. They can also come to us to seek direct assistance. And what we encourage people to do is either report it on our website or they can call us. And they're welcome to come as a walk-in to the Chinese American Service League.
Abby, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A lot of good information there. And you can learn more about the initiatives underway to address these social issues at the website on your screen. And as mentioned, anyone can anonymously report a hate incident or crime at reporthatemidwest.org. Thank you so much. Well, changing gears.